lighted upon it yet. If Harry hives off from Meghan and she is containable.
Meghan Markle twerking with her baby bump with Prince Harry 4 years ago, just before the birth of Lilibet.
Prince Harry's legal threat wasn't just outrage, it was desperation, a mask slipping. Because what if the most tightly protected secret of the Sussex saga wasn't about betrayal, racism, or paparazzi, but about parenthood, the very foundation of their royal narrative? The claim was simple but seismic. Meghan Markle is not the biological mother of Archie and Lilibet. And now, everything from brand deals to reputations hangs by a thread.
There is the hope amongst certain people at the palace that when the marriage breaks down or breaks up, might be a better way of putting it, that Harry will have already...
That's it. It's all it's ever been about. But quite astonishing that they seem to believe that this strategy is going to win over any fans.
Family relations will ever be the same ever again. But if there were a divorce, it would be a more dignified way of extricating him from the situation as he goes to Botswana to take
the audience here. Much more important question. Meghan, there. Is that a real baby bump, or has she strapped it on?
Lady Colin Campbell didn't stutter. On live television, she said what others had only dared to whisper, that Archie and Lilibet were fathered by Prince Harry, but not birthed by Meghan. Tom Bower, the journalist known for exposing the powerful, didn't just nod along. He confirmed it with chilling confidence. They weren't vague. They weren't flippant. They were precise, deliberate, and devastating. This wasn't gossip. It was a surgical strike against Meghan's carefully managed public image. And within hours, it worked. Global headlines erupted, and suddenly, Meghan and Harry were back in the spotlight, not as victims, but as suspects.
What do you think as you see it? I think
there's something very wrong with that shape, in my view. I don't know. Look, I'm mesmerised, but I'm kind of. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm glad the Queen is no longer with us, because oh my Lord, how she would be shuddering at those images. It's so undignified. I don't know.
You'd expect a royal to laugh off wild accusations, but Prince Harry didn't laugh. He lunged. Threats of lawsuits flew out like confetti. Legal teams were activated. Warnings were sent to networks. But here's the thing, if it was just a ridiculous rumor, why the meltdown? Why not just deny it and move on? Because this wasn't panic over a lie. It looked like panic over exposure. The fairy tale they sold of a modern, persecuted royal couple raising 2 children in love and privacy was beginning to crack. And this time, no Netflix monologue could fix it.
I'm finding that quite uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable, but I don't think, because she's done this before for photos, I don't think that is a real baby bump. I think
way too big. It's way too big.
And sort of too low as well.
From the very beginning, Meghan's pregnancies felt strange. No hospital name, no attending doctor, no traditional photo op on the hospital steps, just a curated Instagram feed and bump watch headlines. But it wasn't just the secrecy, it was the footage. The bump that seemed to shift, collapse, and reshape depending on the angle. Videos circulated of the collapsing bump, and while the press tried to ignore it, the internet never forgot. For royal births, the world expects formality, transparency, and protocol. Instead, they got cinematic edits, vague statements, and a pregnancy that looks more like a role than a reality.
Showing the kids and go, oh, it's Father's Day. Look, Harry, here's your little kids. You're a father. Here's your kids. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's like a metre out there. I mean, It looks the wrong shape.
I mean, where's she going to give birth there? Through her knees or something? I mean, that is too low. Anyway,
Tom Bower didn't just echo Lady C. He added fuel to the fire. According to his sources, Meghan used surrogates for both births and went to extreme lengths to keep it hidden. Not even all members of the royal household knew the truth. Prosthetic bumps, disappearing from view near due dates, carefully controlled media access, no accidental leaks. It was surgical, strategic, and calculated for maximum brand benefit. Now let's be clear, using a surrogate is not scandalous. Hiding it, manipulating the public with the fake image of motherhood, that's where the deception begins. This wasn't just personal privacy, it was weaponized PR.
That was one of the ways I came to write my books about them, because I was leaked information in the hope that she would become containable.
So everybody, let me know, is that a real baby bump? Because I don't think it is, and I think Isabel agrees with me. So.
And here's where Harry may have just nuked his own defense: legal discovery. If he moves forward with a lawsuit, the court can demand documents, birth certificates, prenatal care records, testimonies from medical staff, even legal agreements tied to surrogacy. A court won't take "trust me" as an answer. They'll want evidence, on record, under oath. If the narrative doesn't match reality, the fallout won't just be embarrassing, it could be ruinous. Legal experts are already warning. By trying to bury the story, Harry might have just invited the very trial that will expose it all.
They are a duo at all times. So I think there is.
Just when the difficult Duchess wanted all the talk of her fake baby bumps to fade away, along came a so-called friend to turbocharge the conspiracy theories.
And where's the palace in all this? Silent. Not a word, no statement, no denial, no defense. And that silence is louder than any headline. In the past, the firm issued carefully worded responses when the Sussexes accused them of racism or coldness. But this time, nothing. Insiders claim this silence is strategic. The Queen is gone, the Sussexes are no longer royals in duty, only in title. And behind palace walls, sources say the truth has been known for years. Out of respect for the late Queen, they kept it buried. But now, that allegation is gone, and so is the protection.
She hasn't spoken to for what is it now, 5 years? 6 years, whatever it is. He hasn't spoken to her. Certainly, that improbably huge, low-slung baby belly looked kind of odd. But why the hell would the gruesome twosome pretend to be parents? That is the question.
For years, Meghan has built a brand on empowerment, transparency, and being a modern mother redefining royalty. But behind the curated photos and filtered interviews, cracks have formed. Brands that once clamored to work with her, Spotify, Netflix, publishers, are pulling back. When the Spotify deal fell apart, insiders whispered it wasn't just poor performance, it was a lack of trust. Now, Netflix is reportedly reevaluating its commitment, because if the perfect royal family image was fabricated, that's not just bad optics, it's betrayal. And no brand wants to be caught in that scandal.
Duo at all times. So I think there's always been the.
Why are Meghan and Harry quite so obsessive about not revealing their kids' faces? An all-consuming fixation that almost fetishizes privacy and guarantees an ongoing carnival of tongue-wagging. Nevertheless, the counterfeit kids talk was on the wane.
The internet, once flooded with defenders, has turned mockery, hashtags, brutal memes, and now even traditional media outlets are joining in. The question echoing across platforms is simple. If there's nothing to hide, why sue? Why the panic? Why the silence? And why are the children so rarely seen, even in an era where celebrity kids often dominate public life? The more Harry and Meghan demand silence, the more the public demands truth. And the louder those questions grow, the harder they are to bury.
When Meghan Markle posted a light-hearted video of herself dancing in a hospital room while 9 months pregnant, she probably thought she was sharing a relatable moment that other mothers would appreciate. Instead, within hours, online trolls and conspiracy theorists weaponized it as proof she was never pregnant at all. This nightmare is what Meghan's life has become.
If Prince Harry follows through with his legal threats, he may get more than he bargained for. Discovery won't protect his story, it will dissect it. And if the courtroom reveals that Meghan Markle's pregnancies were staged or that surrogacy was used and hidden, then it won't just be a scandal. It'll be the collapse of a brand built on royalty, motherhood, and modern truth-telling. Because in the court of law and public opinion, hiding the truth is worse than the truth itself. Once that curtain is pulled back, you don't get to close it again.